Alrighty, Rebecca is going up against none other than Espa Roba. And Espa Roba, really, you wouldn't think he would be very tough competition. He hasn't done well in the Battle City season, although, you know, he does have Jinzo. He always does have Jinzo stalking around in his deck, so you never know. If Jinzo gets to the field, Becca's trap cards suddenly become useless. And at 2400 attack, that could cause some problems, so if Roba can get Jinzo to the field, even Jinzo Lord. Although Becca does have that injection fairy lily as well. That's always stalking around in her deck. Alright. She started off with Sangan, there's a Skalengal and Shadow Ghoul. Final Destiny and Mystical Space Typhoon. And it's not a great starting hand. She's gone with Sangan. Alright, what's old Roba got first up here? Face down defense and face down spell or trap. Now this match might not go for too long, so I'm going to go to the comments straight up. Roba and Becca's duel, it shouldn't be too hard to follow. There's Cura Mermaid, Acid Trap Hole. So Sangan's destroyed. Becca will be able to pull a 1500 or less attack from her deck. And she's gone with Fire Princess. Maybe gone for that Cura Mermaid Fire Princess combo. Yeah, there we go. That's where the comments have up to for within the last amount of time. Okay, Becca. Oh, she's just lost 3 good spell cards. Hyro's Shadow Scout really did some damage there. Damn, Monster Reborn. Shallow Grave's a good one as well. And she also lost Polymerization, which is good for Sandwich or St. Joan. Alright, here we go. SCH292 says it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Master World Championship 2006. That's that Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I was trying to think of yesterday. It's based around the GX era. It'd be cool if they put that in early days. It may not be early days, but it's 2006. It's still 18 years ago, which is scary in some way. It has a picture of Jaden on it. This is a game I ran to you a few times in your older videos about the AI deck stacking, bricking you out and cheating. Also, when you play the theme duel. I remember the theme duels from that game. They were quite fun. They were like duel challenges, and you got to figure out how to win the match with what you've got in your hand. When you play the theme duel and play Huge Revolution, you can't finish it. I remember that. I remember reading about that. It was a I think the system is glitched on the Game Boy Advanced. There was something about that duel where you can't actually win the challenge. The way for you to win the challenge is there, but something went wrong in it, and it doesn't. You can't actually finish a challenge. So Huge Revolution wasn't actually finishable, which for anyone with OCD out there, you know what that does to a gamer with OCD when you can't finish everything. As Cyber Radar destroys the Fire Princess, so Becca was looking for that combo. It's a pretty devastating one too. So Richard Mosham says, for that remake, I want Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom the most. So much fun when you really get rolling with that game. Falsebound Kingdom, if my memory is correct, that was the one that came out on the GameCube, wasn't it? Which I do have a GameCube, and recently found out that my Nintendo Wii console can actually play GameCube games. I've had the thing for nearly 20 years, and I only found that out maybe a month ago, which spun me out, but it's definitely a game that I'm going to keep my eye out for, Falsebound Kingdom. We have a few retro game shops around here, and if I see it, I'm getting it. Apparently it's quite rare as well. Could probably find it on eBay or something, but alright, Rare Hunter Gaming 8689 says, not bad. Strings showed some use of the heart of the cards at LMAO. That was for the Strings and Bakura match. Strings actually performed quite well against Bakura, which was surprising because usually Strings just gets absolutely slaughtered by his opponent. Okay. Espa Roba trying to fight back. He's still got one card in his hand, so Cybernetic, whatever, can't get to 2400. Espa Roba may be running out of options. I mean, with Injection Fairy Lily. Oh, there's Mine Hacksaws. So Espa Roba will get a look at Becca's cards, and is probably not going to like what he sees. That Fairy Injection Lily. It's a pretty busted card, to be honest. Especially if you gain life points like Becca has, and you can start utilizing that 3400 attack strength. Moon Wolfie says, Becca relying on Injection Fairy and Guardian Angel Joan to get the best of Seeker. Need to beat Seeker before he can get Exodia. Seeker also has some killer magic cards that allow for him to get Exodia faster. That was for the Seeker and Rebecca match. Seeker, he is the ultimate troll. Literally, he is the ultimate troll. We'll just sit there and camp until he draws Exodia. But yeah, you need to have a quick deck. Otherwise, if you've got a slow-moving deck, like a slow, methodical, Seeker will get you every time. And Chaos Marauder says, if Legacy of the Duelist has cross-platform play, I'd love to join in. That was for a playing against fans of the channel as well. It was a it's been something that I've wanted to do for a while. It'd probably be a 2025 thing. It also says, but if not, the only means I have of playing it at the moment is on the PS4/PS5. I'm not sure if it's cross-platform. I'd be surprised if it isn't cross-platform, but is there a way that I could... I think Cameron might actually have this on PS5 as well. I'll have to ask him, because then I can use the respawn switch and see if it can be cross-platform. I'll test it and find out if it is cross-platform. As we see, Becca has won the first match. Or maybe I could just play Master Duel. Because that's what most people have at the moment, Master Duel. But yes, it's definitely a thing that I want to do next year, is set up maybe some way of doing duels with fans on the channel. Whether it's through Legacy of the Duelist or whether I find another Yu-Gi-Oh game to have the means to do it from. We may even be able to do it with Early Days. You never know. But having matches against fans of the channel, absolutely, that'd be so much fun. I reckon it might even be fun to do that as like a live thing. Live stream. All ideas, but they'll all come to pass. Moon Wolfie, this is for the Duke and Panic match. Match 1 went down to the wire life point wise. Duke got some very clutch draws at the end. Match 2 was Duke just grinding with Orgoth and his ability till he got some more monsters to use. Dice Jar plus that 6 is just broken as Orgoth plus that 6. 6,000 life points gone from Panic in an instant thanks to Dice Jar and that 6. That 6 is just as key to Duke's deck as Ojama Pajama and Ojama Country are for Chaz's Ojama deck. That's actually a good point. Things turn more into Duke's favour when that 6 is used. I laughed so hard at the end of that second match. If Duke gets that 6, he gets so much advantage, because if he rolls a 1, he can turn it to a 6, which pretty much breaks all of the dice throwing randomness out of Duke's deck. But oh man, Dice Jar is such a fun card. I love watching Dice Jar when it gets used. That's why we made it a rule with Duke's duels. If Duke Devlin draws Dice Jar, he has to play it, even if he has lower than 6,000 and the effect could make him lose. Dice Jar is just too much fun. We have to see Dice Jar in action if it gets drawn. As Sangan destroyed, I haven't been watching this match. What's happening in it? Both players have used, so Espa's used a Sangan. Rebecca has used a Witch of the Black Forest. Dark Lord Marie is in hand. Monster Reborn, Gravity Bind as well. Gravity Bind is super effective if you get Kira Mermaid and Fire Princess both on the field, because most cards to destroy them are probably going to be over 4 stars. And Injection Fairy Lily is only 3 stars. That's not affected by Gravity Bind, and when you can get that to 3,400 attack points, like, it's a pretty brutal deck in terms of strategy, Becca's one, as Senri is taking effect. So Roba's paying 100 life points, and he's looking at the next card in Becca's deck. So possibly planning, although you can only plan so much because, like, even if you know what your opponent's playing, if you... Oh, Jinzo Lord! Using Jinzo Jector as its field name is Jinzo, Espa Roba has got Jinzo Lord to the field. At 2600. And the trap cards of Becca's trap cards are no good anymore. Alright, TS Cheeks. I downloaded and played through Legacy of the Duelist after watching this channel and would love to participate in a channel duel. I would totally watch a Twitch stream if you did content there too. For the live thing, I'm not sure whether I should keep the live stuff on YouTube or do it on Twitch. Again, more ideas that I will have to flesh out and decide in 2025. But yes, doing channel duels against fans, that is... I'm gonna make that happen sooner rather than later because that'll just be so much fun. Wonder if Discord might be a useful tool in making that happen as well. Okay, Jinzo Lord destroys Sangan. And Becca is going to go with Fairy Injection Lily, so that's going to be able to attack twice, given that it for what it uses. There's Stop Defense. And things might be starting to go for bad for worse for Espa Roba here. He's probably going to lose Jinzo Lord unless one of those face downs can say anything about it. Otherwise, it's 3,400 attack points. Becca can only use it one more time though. She'll be down to 2,800 life points. 2 more times technically. Do you really want to go all the way down to 800 life points though? And decides to keep Dark Lord Marie in hand. If Becca draws Polymerization, she can fuse and make Saint Joan. Alright, Senri again activates. So Roba knows what's coming. He throws down a defense. There's Scapegoat. Now, Jinzo Lord, I don't think that can be special summoned, so Monster Reborn won't be able to bring that back. And, oh, Kozaki was one of the face-down defenses. And, okay, Becca goes for Monster Reborn. It's not a lot to bring back. She's gone with Jinzo. She's gone with Shadow Ghoul. How did I get Jinzo out of Shadow Ghoul? Anyway, and there is one more comment. Sam and Greenham. Long-time viewer, first-time commenter. Welcome, Sam and Greenham. Well, welcome to the comments. It did say long-time viewer. I picked up Legacy of the Duelist earlier this year for $8 at GameStop. Damn, you got it for $8? I think when I bought this game a couple of years ago. It was not $8. It was, I think it was like $69 or something. She has a sticker still on my... Sticker might still be on my game. There it is. It's not. Maybe I might have pulled it off. But no, my copy was definitely not $8. I think it was... actually, I think it might have been $59.95. I think that's what it was when I bought it. But man, finding it for $8 is a bargain. Actually picked up again. Hang on, let me... what was I up to in reading? Oh, there we go. Shadow Ghoul has flipped up Big Eye. Ooh, so Espa Roba can manipulate the top 5 cards of his deck. Although he's running out of life points. Has Injection Fairy Lily attacked? I wasn't watching. Oh, it hadn't. Oh, okay. If Becca goes in for an attack, and she does, Does she activate the effect? It's going to leave her with 800 life points. It's going to leave Espa Roba with 400 life points. If Espa Roba has put a life point card on top of his deck, Becca could lose here. And she throws down... Oh, she's thrown down Gravity Bind. She could stop an attack. Sam in Greenham said, long-time viewer, first-time commenter. I picked up Legacy of the Duelist early this year for $8 at GameStop. Actually picked up again when I first tuned into your videos. Anyway, viewer duels sound fun. I guess I should get started on a deck. Yeah. Duels against fans really does. It is going to be so much fun. I'm just thinking, how do I make it happen? And 2400 in oh dear. Espa Roba almost won this. Becca is going to have to use Gravity Bind. So because Espa Roba has no cards in hand, it gets to 2400. What's it called? Cybernetic Soldier or something? Whatever it's called, it could have wiped out Becca's life points. And... oh, remove trap. Oh, my word. So, Espa Roba would have had to have activated that in main phase 2 because the battle phase was already active. Oh, my word. Becca has come within the inch of maybe a hair of losing this match. Like, we are talking literally the length of a string is what Becca came to losing this match. Well, it would have been 1-1. She already won once. Wait, is this the first or second match? No, it's second. No, because, yeah, it's second. So Becca wouldn't have lost the match. It's still a best of 3. There's Mesmeric Control, which will force Becca to keep everything in defense mode during next turn. Alright, there goes Shadow Ghoul. If Becca draws a dragon, she can use Dragon's Gunfire to take 800 life points. If she gets Dark Lord Marie to the graveyard, she can start bringing back 200 points per turn, but that might not be enough. Espa, he got to see the top 5 cards of his deck with the effect of Big Eye, so he knows how to keep his 2400. What's that card called? I need the cursor to go over it. Cybernetic something or other. There's Dispel. And Becca just goes straight to the end phase. She's keeping Unforgiving Maiden and Dark Lord Marie just in case, I guess, if she draws a Polymerization, they will fuse into St. Joan and win the match. Potentially winning the match. Another face down spell or trap from Espa Roba. And Witch of the Black Forest is going to get attacked. Becca, can she draw a dragon from this? Oh, she can. She can draw Luster Dragon too. She can then tribute and use Dragon's Gunfire. What a second match this has turned out to be. I did not think we would get this sort of match out of Espa Roba. There's Sangan. And there it is. Luster Dragon 2 is going to be summoned. Unless Espa Roba has a Magic Jammer or something, this could be it. Dragon's Gunfire is played. It can do 800 points of damage. I mean, it's only got 200 defense. Oh, but there it is. Roba can't block it. What a match. What an absolute gem of a match Espa Roba and Becca just played. Tactically, it's gone all the way down to the wire with both players having barely any life points, but Becca took it. and only just. Espa Roba come within the length of a string of actually getting that win and sending it to a tiebreaker. But Becca, she yet again gets another win. I think that's her 6th victory, I believe. Let me just pull up the bracket. Espa Roba, yes, it is her 6th win, 6 for 6. And she's got Ishizu next, which that could be an interesting match, depending what Ishizu draws. And Rex Raptor, then Weevil, then Yugi, then Odeon, Kaiba, Maya, Bakura, Mako, and Arcana. That's currently what these standings are at the date of recording on this. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed that match. That was very fun. And also, thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.